Thank you for joining us. This is Trinity Squad Gaming. We are your hosts, Jocelyn,
Dan,
and John. This game was recorded at Endgame in Oakland on February 27th, 2016. On the left, we got Christopher Lott playing Rebel Regen at 100 points with Poe Dameron at Pilot Skill 8 with the T-70 X-Wing, Predator, R2-D2, and Auto Thrusters. We got Miranda Doney also at Pilot Skill 8 in the K-Wing with Twin Laser Turret and Tactician. And then we got a Green Squadron pilot in the A-Wing, Pilot Skill 3 with Push the Limit, Wired, A-Wing Test Pilot Title, Auto Thrusters, and Charizard Refit.
And on the right, we have Shawn Bankson running Imperial Aces at 100 points with Connor Jax at Pilot Skill 8 in the TIE Interceptor with Push the Limit, Auto Thrusters, Stealth Device, and the Royal TIE Guard title. Mauler Mythel at Pilot Skill 7 in the TIE Fighter with Opportunist, Twin Ion Engine Mark II, and Zurich Storm with Pilot Skill 6 in the TIE Advance with Juke, Accuracy Correctors, and the TIE X1 title, and Winged Gundark with Pilot Skill 5 and the TIE Fighter with Twin Ion Mark II.
Oh, by the way, Mauler Mythel is number 1 and Wingding is number 2.
Ah.
Yeah.
Got it. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you guys think? Predator Poe? You don't really see that very often.
No, normally we see PS10
with Veteran
Poe.
Instincts.
Yeah, because of Whispers and stuff. So having PS8 with Predator,
It's an interesting choice.
It's interesting. I wouldn't say it's bad.
It's definitely not bad. It's very
it's
good.
definitely not bad.
Yeah.
'Cause Predator's good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But you have to, especially in a matchup like this where his pilot skill is 8, so he's not getting any negative issues here. If he has, has initiative.
He does have initiative.
Yeah.
Christopher has initiative.
So that's the only thing that's sort of like off with this. Even if he had initiative, he would be flying Poe later. But honestly, that being said, the offensive trade-off with Predator seems worth it.
Especially in this matchup. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know how he would deal with like all the PS9 pilots.
Mm-hmm. And what do you guys think about Miranda without a defensive crew? He decided to go with Tactician today.
Well, it's 1 less point, right? Than C-3PO, and then 2 less than Chewie. So, I guess it's just because he didn't have the points.
Since he's running Predator with Poe, granted, that is more points, and then he has to balance it out somewhere in the list. Because he's very offensive with Poe, the Tactician with Miranda makes her a little bit more controlling because you get distress. You can help out Poe take things down. Your opponent becomes a little bit more predictable because of that.
Mm-hmm. And so we've got Poe shooting at range 3. Poe powers for 3 hits onto Zertic Strom. Very, very good shot by him.
Yeah.
He barrel rolled into position, so it's going to take 2 shields. Now we've got Miranda shooting, range...
Miranda slammed.
Miranda slammed. So that's what that token is, no shots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this is Connor attacking.
Connor Jax, range 3 through rock on Miranda.
Yep.
So Miranda's going to get 3 evade dice. He spends his focus.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
So... Shawn's list is...
Ooh, 2 evades. Looks good.
Takes 1 shield,
Takes 1 shield. Shawn's list is really, really interesting.
It's very aggressive.
It is very aggressive. Actually, thinking about it now, it's a very range 1 list. Every ship in this list wants to be at range 1 of the opponent.
Right in your face.
Yep.
You know, Connor Jax, range 1, you can't use evade or focus, or you can't even...
You cannot take the action,
or
you cannot
be assigned.
Yeah, be assigned the
or
token.
spend them.
Or spend.
Yes, or spend them.
Yep.
And then Mauler Mythel, range 1, they get 1 additional red die on top of the range 1 bonus.
And then on top of that, Opportunist, which is...
If they don't have a token, get a stress, like what's happening right now,
Yep.
to roll 1 additional attack dice.
Yep.
So he gets 3 at range 3. Seems good.
Yeah.
Yep. We got Zertic Strom, who says enemies within range 1 of you cannot add their range combat bonus while attacking.
So they do not get the range 1 attack bonus, which is a more defensive list, but it still wants to be in your face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we got Wingding with, at range 1, you can change one of your hits to a crit.
Yep.
So it's a Mangler Cannon at range 1.
It is.
Yeah.
This list really wants to just be up in your face and kill you dead real fast.
Which is going to be really, really hard
Yeah.
to play around Miranda.
Yeah.
That being said, what did you think of Shawn's opening then? Because kiting around the map versus just flying straight at the enemy.
I like his... So the thing is that Christopher placed Green Squadron first.
Right.
And then, depending on that, if Shawn really wanted to joust and get into range one, he would have to joust the A-Wing, which Christopher could have easily then placed his majority of his figures after Zertik and Mauler on the other side of the map as them.
Mm-hmm.
So then it would just be Karner Jax jousting, and that's not a good idea. That being said, because of his turning in like this, he's kind of making Christopher approach at an angle that's somewhat awkward, whereas he can easily come in and go straight at him.
Right. Okay.
So this positioning isn't that bad.
Yeah. I like this A-Wing move right here with Connor Jax and his,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the predictable,
It's going to be like a 2
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
or 2 slight.
so
2 or
either
something.
he's gonna bump if he doesn't need to sort
Or
of
3
turn,
straight,
or
yeah.
3 straight,
Yeah.
or you know the A-Wing will just be right behind him.
Yep.
Yep.
That being
Granted,
said,
but-
he can't take a focus here, so he
Nope.
has to stress the target lock.
So he boosts in target lock
Yep.
as his actions.
That's the only thing he can take against Karner.
And now he has wired because
Yep. And he
stress.
doesn't need focus. He
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yep.
So he has target lock and wired.
Looks
Number
like
two.
we're on a 1 hard from Wingding.
Winged Gun Dark, sir.
Same thing.
Wing Gundam,
Ah,
mobile suit man.
with a bunch of scrubs here. Goes ahead and takes a evade or some sort of green token.
Yep.
A little hard to see from this angle.
3 hard from Strom.
Very
Interesting.
Yeah. I would have done the 2.
I would have done the 2 and then maybe
Barrel roll
yeah.
back, definitely. So you can at least take some shots with Strom.
Yeah.
or barrel roll front, try to initiate a block with one of them and then be in range 1 of both.
That's true.
Unless he knows something that we don't. 'Cause, well.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
Then we've got
Then-
smaller missile.
2 slight. Green because of Twin Ion Engine
Yeah.
Mark II.
that's a
3
3 slight.
Oh,
green.
3 slight. My bad.
Yep.
So relief stress.
He wants that range 1.
He wants the range 1, and then he can
Yeah. So
opportunist and Mauler
yep.
and range 1
Something.
bonus?
Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah. Wow, that's really good.
That's a lot of dice.
That is a lot of dice.
All right. Now we've got
Man, that's 5
Miranda.
Yeah.
Or is it going to be Poe?
Let's see.
All right. Looks like Poe's going up first.
Probably
Taking the 1 straight.
One straight
Seems good.
focus.
Yeah.
Oh, bumping Miranda a little bit.
Miranda, depending if he saw the Mauler 3 slight here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the thing is that, you know, even if he probably assumed something was going to try to block him.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And so if it's Mauler or if it's Zertik or if it's, well, Karner can't because of initiative. But yeah,
Right.
I'm sure he's assuming that something's going to try to block him this round. All right, we've got Miranda. Looks like a 2 hard. 2 slight.
2 slight. Ooh, looks like a
Getting
bump.
bumped.
Which is fine, I guess. It's against.
Yeah, I mean, there's
against,
nothing really he can do about that
Right,
block,
yeah.
right? But he did choose to go Poe first, just in case
The
Miranda
Miranda
didn't make
bumps.
it in a specific way that Poe would also not make it.
Yeah.
Right.
And by the look of it, I think Poke would have made it.
Yeah, Poe would have
Definitely,
made it.
100%.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's better safe to be sorry. Better
Exactly.
safe than sorry.
Right.
Exactly.
Also, if Miranda somehow bumped Poe, then Miranda would have a shot in Winged. So,
Yeah. But Poe would have no actions, no token or anything activating opportunist. in there.
well, what I'm saying is that moving Poe first is correct in all forms.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
if Miranda got bumped by Mauler and couldn't fit between Poe and Mauler, Miranda bumps Poe.
Exactly.
Miranda still has shot with TLT.
Right.
Exactly. And then, yep, Karner does the 3 straight. I like a boost focused here.
Ooh.
That.
I mean, he's got an
yeah.
aggressive range 1. Unless he
Yes.
thinks he's in range 1 already, then just tank up.
Yeah.
But I think
But he does boost here.
Yeah, and then you could focus fire on Poe right now. Since now Poe can't use... Oh, wait, no, it's not spending... He could Poe power. Because you're technically not spending it.
You are not spending it, so you could... You could power.
I personally like shooting at Miranda, trying to get the shields away so she cannot use a range one.
Right, she's already taken 3 shields.
Well, actually, no, she shoots before Karner anyways.
Yeah, so she's going to recover 1.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Or use it for a range 1 against Karner, but I think that's too aggressive.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with the... Ooh, barrel.
Oh, so he is going for...
Poe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
2 guns. He could technically...
That's doable.
Take him down.
And then auto thrusters against Miranda if she decides to do the range 1. That being said, I think Zyrtic is in range 2 of Miranda. That's going to be a Tactician TLT. But yeah.
That being said, Wing Gondark also is in range 2, so...
It's close. That one might be range 3 because of the angle, but who knows? It could be. I could be wrong.
Yeah, and Zerk already has 2 damage on it. So
2. It is range 2. Yeah.
So both Tactician can activate.
I think I would range 2 Tactician. Is it primary arc with Zyrtic? If it's primary arc with Zyrtic, I would do it on Zyrtic so that he can't turn around and he won't be part of the fight.
Yeah.
You mean Zyrtic's ability?
No, I think Zyrtic has to be just range 1.
No, it's just range 1.
No, I'm just saying he's stressed. He can't get back into the fight.
Oh, you're talking about primary arc with Tactician.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
With TLT and Tactician double stressing
yeah.
Zyrtic, Zyrtic is out of the fight for 2 rounds.
Yes.
I think that's the best positioning, the best move here, because number 2 can still easy. That's Winged Gundark, right?
Yes.
He can easily do a 1 hard while stressed and bump Miranda's escape.
Yeah.
Right? And so, most likely, if he's double stresses Zyrtic, Winged will do a 4K turn.
Right.
Because he can.
Ooh, being super aggressive, taking a shield off.
Yep, range 1 on Karner. Just trying to blow it up.
Alright.
Very, very aggressive.
Oh! 3 hits and a crit. 2 evades, 2
evades.
focus. No tokens.
No,
tokens,
because he
hit
boost
crit.
barreled, yeah.
Oh, man.
This could be devastating.
And he
See what it
loses
is.
the stealth device.
And a second stress. That is
Thrust control fire.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Right.
He is pretty much staying where he's going to be staying.
Yeah.
I mean, really nothing he can do here. He still gets a shot on Poe.
Yeah.
He does, yeah. Well,
But that was a good shot from Miranda.
but even if he died, he still gets a shot regardless.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, man. That was a really good roll by Miranda. And he can Poe power here because he's not spending
He Predator.
And he
2
can't
power.
spend it, so he has to Poe
So he
power
has
1.
to Poe power 1 and get 2 hits.
Yep.
And he's talking through it right now. Can't do
Yes,
card.
he's not spending it, but he's just Poe powering 1.
Yep.
2 hits onto Mr. Mahler.
Yep.
3 evade dice.
What is
2 evade. 1, yep. Takes 1. Looks like he dealt 2 to himself there. Maybe it was a focus on the die.
Oh, maybe.
Oh.
Alright. Let's go for Mahler. Range 1 on Poe. 4 dice.
No, this is Karner.
This is Karner. Range
This is
1
Karner,
on
yep.
Poe. 4 dice. No token. Hit crit.
Yeah.
Poe 2 evade dice. Poe power for 2.
Poe power.
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
And now range 1 as well.
4 dice.
But Poe has the focus, so no opportunist.
Yes.
And Poe can't spend the focus. Couldn't have spent the focus
No,
because
not at all.
Karner. So that was kind of a non-bow that round.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Brutal. I wonder if that has happened for Shawn yet in this tournament.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh, but
Well,
this is nice.
4 hits.
Looks good. Poe's at least taking 2 here.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly more. Who knows? Let's see. And it is
Poe power 3.
All the shields are gone.
Yep.
Which isn't that bad for Poe.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got R2, so he gets to regen pretty easily. Alright, now Zarek Storm.
Zyrtic Strong?
Yeah, Zarek Storm, whatever. Tom Zarek. He's gonna not have a shot, so then we go for Mr. Wingding.
Okay, now, I guess range 2.
Range
on-
3 on Poe. Auto thrusters turns on.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
true.
like that.
But upside, you deal damage into hull, and it's there forever.
But then also, you could say the same
Right.
thing about Miranda.
That's true.
That is true because they're both regen.
Yeah.
Right. But see, when Poe's regenning with R2-D2, he's not in the fight. In this current, where the ships are set up, Poe is doing slights around, trying and facing the wrong way, whereas Miranda can always be in the fight while regenning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I like going for Miranda, because she has to be in the fight to regen, while Poe doesn't.
That's fair. Yeah.
You know, Poe right now could just go super far away and regen, while Miranda stays in, fights a little bit just to regen, like
Right.
just stay as many arcs as possible.
But then if Shawn decides to go after Miranda, then Miranda runs away. Poe stays in the fight while regenning as well. So
Well,
looks like it's Miranda takes 2. That's a good roll. That was a
Yeah.
good trade for Shawn.
Yep.
2 permanent damage onto Miranda. Now we've got A-Wing.
Yeah, the Green Squadron. He could just take something out.
Yep, let's see. He has a range 2 on Karner with a target lock and wired.
But through a rock.
But through rock.
Right, but he has no stealth device anymore.
That's true.
That is, yeah.
So he has to roll well.
It's still 4 dice.
He's got
A-Wing has wired.
Christopher has target lock, has modifications.
Yes.
Shawn does not.
That is true.
So if you get 2 hits on 4 dice, average is 2 evades. So just hope he rolls bad. So he can wired or target lock. So he spends he uses wired.
He uses, yeah.
Gets
Oh,
hit
nice.
crit.
Nice.
2 evades
amazing.
exactly.
Exactly what he needed.
Perfect.
All right.
And I think Karner hurts Chris's list more than Mauler, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like going after Karner Jackstar just to get him off the board. Karner's the scariest.
Yeah.
If Karner's around, you have to... You get arc dodged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like right now, Poe with his greens.
Mhm.
Wait, is he restricted to greens? No, I'm thinking of Karner. But
Well, Karner's not restricted either. He can do whites.
yeah, he could do whites. No, but I'm saying to do greens just to recover a shield. Poe could still be within range 1 of Karner. That prevents him from getting the focus for Poe power.
Yeah, that's true. He can do a 3 straight, though.
He
Would
could.
3 straight still be in? Would that be range 2?
That would definitely be range 2 from where he's at, but it depends on where Karner moves.
Right.
Oh, we've
Well-
got Mr. Gundark coming in, 2 slight.
But he's trying to block the three straight.
Yep.
Right
It
here.
blocks his 3 straight here, correct.
And he's going to go ahead and take a token. A-Wing is in a good position for wingding. Zertik, 2 hard in. Joining the fight a little late, but I like the barrel. Oh no, if Poe does a 1 slight or 1 straight, Zarek has a good
Right
shot on
there,
him.
Yes.
So I think just stay there and evade, so you can use juke.
Man, this is a wonderful turn so far for Shawn.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
covering a lot of
evades.
his bases. The only thing is Mauler now probably 4K turn
4K turn on Mauler.
because I mean that's like the
Because there's nothing else to do with him.
yeah.
Yeah.
5K.
Right, because TIE fighters are 3
3
and
and
5K?
5. Yes.
Yeah, 3 and 5K.
It's the advance.
That's
The
not
advance,
what-
that's the 4K.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move Miranda off.
Probably move Poe as well.
Yeah. And now Poe is facing the wrong way. Well, not really. Poe's moving in. It is a 4K.
Yeah.
He took the 5 out because the 5 is at 5. That's where the end, or that's where the space in which
Yeah.
the TIE fighter would be
Right.
occupying.
Right.
Okay.
So, if
So
that's-
wait, so the TIE fighter is 3-4?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I thought it was, but I don't play Imperials enough, so I didn't want to say. Anyways, 4K turn. I like it. Coming around, trying to shoot from behind. Now this is a very hard position for Chris to get out of. He blocked himself in with the A-Wing. He's blocked by Zertik. He's blocked by Winged.
Yeah.
So let's see if he sees this go super far away. Maybe 4 straight with Miranda.
Miranda does not have a 4 straight.
No.
What's her? Oh, she
Three
only has
straight.
3.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you think a too hard would fit between the two ships?
Too hard towards Christopher? Yeah.
Towards Christopher.
Most likely.
Yeah, that would fit.
Definitely. And then slam around or just stay there and hopefully Karner doesn't come in from behind.
Yeah.
But I think Karner has to do too hard here.
Or a 1 hard.
No.
Too hard to remove one of the 2 stress.
Yeah.
That being said, too hard equals ailing shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he just
I almost take a 3 straight and go around the rocks towards Shawn's side of the board with Karner.
Just get out of the fight.
And come back in.
Yeah. Having auto thrusters the whole way probably.
Well,
Yep.
I like keeping Karner within the midst of all of that, only because they, to prevent
Action
any
denial.
actions.
Yeah,
And stuff.
that's fair.
And then it doesn't mean that he doesn't have to shoot.
That's true. But if he's getting shot at, he could just die.
But if he's coming from behind, yeah, true. Miranda could just depends.
Chew him up.
If Carter's doing his job, he's in range 1, which he's not going to be at range 1.
So
anymore.
Miranda's doing a 3 straight.
Yep.
And the way they're doing this is because of the length, the width of ships, he puts the 5 down and he moves on the other marker, basically moving forward 3 but keeping it lined up against the 5.
Yep.
And it fits, so we should be good here.
Nice. Slam away. Let's see.
No need to slam.
No.
Yeah,
You have no one shooting at you.
You want to
TLT
stay. You
regen
want to
ships.
stay here in the fight.
Okay.
Yep. TLT and probably Karner coming in, but then if Karner comes in, most likely he's gonna bump Poe. He doesn't have an action anyways.
Yep.
But you get to shoot him. Poe does a 3 hard and bumps himself. Oh, brutal.
Oh man.
Yeah. Interesting. I wonder why he did the 3 hard. Who knows? Anyways.
Maybe he thought that the 3 hard could pass the A-wing.
Maybe.
Most likely, yeah.
It is close.
Oh,
I mean,
That's less than a ship length.
that's half a ship length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it's tough to say.
Yeah.
Alright, so slides in right there. Now Karner has pretty much free range of wherever he wants to go. Too hard, most likely.
Yeah.
you could go get range on Miranda. It doesn't matter if he's bumped or not, as long as he's pointed in the right direction because of the double
Just put damage on.
stress.
That being said, if he does too hard in, Miranda has easy TLT shots here and can kill him before... Well, can kill him and then Karner only gets 1 shot back.
Yeah.
Right.
Miranda regens the shield. Karner has to chew through 4 health unmodified.
Right.
Seems kind of difficult. And he 1 hards, keeps the stress. Maybe just trying to kill Poe.
Before he's probably trying to trade Karnar for Poe.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
being at 1 health, you're probably not going to last too long in this
True.
fight.
I go. All guns pointed at Poe.
Poe has no tokens,
No
so
tokens.
Opportunist is not alive because Mauler Mythil is stressed from the 4K turn.
Yep.
I would probably want to attack Miranda just to see if you could go 2 for 1, because you have 3 other guns, your entire list going up against Poe,
Yep.
and one of them is at range 1.
Right.
It's possible that even if you put some damage onto Poe, get through that shield and possibly 1 more damage on it, that Mauler takes a shot from range 3 at Miranda and finishes her off as well.
Yep.
But he definitely has at least 2 shots on Poe with Winged Gundark and Zyrtic.
So here I think he's going to Miranda Karnor just to get him off the board.
TLT.
Yep.
See if he gets a shield back.
Regening that shield.
Thank you very much for showing what you're doing on camera. It helps us a lot.
Yep. 2
2
hits.
hits.
Nice,
Beautiful.
nice. With a fist bump
1
too.
evade and a blank, so
Karner dead.
removes it.
Well,
So that's the simultaneous fire rule is a
Yes.
very it's
they do realize that when it gets to Karnor, or right now actually.
right.
Yep. So they just approximately where he was.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Margin of error. It's
Yeah.
okay.
And then they already measured it range 2.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really matter, and it's obvious.
It's obvious.
I mean, it's
range
gonna be
1.
on Poe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 hits, not terrible. 1 evade, so it takes a hit.
Yeah.
Alright, looks good. Now Karner's off.
Now Karnor's off.
fly casual, everyone. That's really good sportsmanship on both sides. And we've got Mauler, range 2.
Yeah.
Opportunist. Oh, wait, no, he's stressed.
He's
So 2 on
stressed
2. Blanks. Ugh, that's not good.
He needs at least one more.
Strong.
This will be accuracy corrected into 2 hits into at least 1 juke.
Yeah, unless he gets hit crit or crit.
And accuracy corrected for 2.
Yep.
And Poe, if he rolls blanks or only 1 evade, he is dead.
Ooh.
And he is dead.
Yep.
Takes 2. Poe. So it was a Poe traded for Karnar. That is actually a really good trade for Shawn.
Yes.
Now he only has to deal with 1 regener. The issue here is that now the regenning ship is in the wrong direction of all of his force. They're all facing the wrong way or way too far away to catch up with Miranda. And also Miranda now is the ace on the board. She can easily arc dodge all of these ships.
Yes.
That is true.
She could just slam, get out of the fight if she doesn't like it.
Spin a focus, get hit
crit on the A-Wing. 3 evade dice. 2 evades, 1 shield.
Nice.
Looks good. Alright, now A-Wing shoots back, has no tokens. Takes probably the range 1.
Yeah.
That being said, Zertik has no... Well, neither of them have shields. It's the same
They're
evade
both
dice.
at 3 hull, yeah.
But
Wing Gundark does not have
no
tokens.
No token.
Yep.
Yep, and he's no shots here. Mauler's at 1. Mauler's in a very dangerous situation because of Miranda and TLT.
Yeah, and I like this attack on Wing Gundark.
Yep. And he's got 1 hit.
2
Gets the evades.
Yep.
Looks good.
I mean, the potential to take a ship off the board is always too good.
Right.
Real good. Alright, now Miranda most likely gonna do a 2 hard around the rock.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And depending on what people do.
I like Zertik's 2 hard towards the rock as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Mauler's probably a
Too
slight towards Christopher, not the top of the map. Try to chase the A-Wing. A-Wing is probably going to go that direction. And keeping Mauler mattering against the A-Wing, but away from Miranda.
Ooh, he's turning...
He's turning Wing Gundark.
Interesting.
Barrel roll into arc of the A-Wing.
Yeah, so going for the A-Wing now.
Go for the easier target. 3 on 1.
And then hopefully you can kill the A-Wing and then have 3 guns on Miranda.
All the while, Miranda's regenning, though.
Right.
Which is an issue.
It's tough. It's really tough.
But I don't mind this change of strategy. Not change of strategy, but the strategy of going for the A-Wing, killing it before it's dead. That being said, A-Wing has focus and evade this turn.
It is all tanked up.
Yep.
And wired.
And 4K.
Oh.
Ooh. And it bumps facing that way. Uh-oh. That's not good. Gets stressed.
Yep. Oh, man.
And Mr. Mythal.
2
straight. I like that. It's okay. You can barrel roll in towards the A-Wing, try to avoid Miranda's arc.
Yeah.
Seems fine to me. Alright, gets him in there. Alright.
And then if his game plan was to go for the A-Wing, he should barrel roll.
Yeah.
Yep, get that range 1.
Yeah.
I think the 2 hard towards the top of the map with the... I still like that on Zertek. 2 hard, take an evade. Miranda tries to go around the rock, most likely. Unless he goes something crazy and 2 hard towards the Christopher's side of the board, which I just think is not a great idea. Yeah. Yep. You have the juke, you have accuracy corrector. I like shooting at Miranda from below. I mean, she regens on shield, but you're threatening 2 damage each turn.
Right.
Yes.
With a juke.
With a juke.
So that 1 green die doesn't matter. It's always going to be 2 damage in.
Yep.
So if I was Christopher, I would try to shoot Zurich as many times as possible.
Yep. And going for A-Wing here, I don't know. Like you have so much shields off of Miranda. You have hull damage on her. Not continuing the fight on her just seems just not very good. I mean, you really want to to capitalize on her lower amount of shields and her lower hull and be able to just take her off the map as soon as possible, because that's her biggest weakness is when people shoot at her.
Yeah.
Right.
Because now she came from
Now
3
she's
to
regenerating.
5.
Yep.
Yep.
Rolls 2 hits
Ooh,
on
nice.
winged. 3
3
evades.
evades.
All right.
Right.
That being said, second TLT.
Yep.
It just puts a damage on her. It dies to one more TLT.
Nice.
Whew!
And 1 damage on.
Man, Chris is on fire with his dice.
Yeah, he's rolling real well.
So, yeah, both Mauler and Wing dies to 1 TLT now. Or one firing of TLT.
One possible shot from TLT, yes.
Right.
And Zyrtic is off of the fight for at least another 2 turns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see that.
because of that rock. Because he could 2...
Do they
No,
have the
he-
3 hard?
They do
Evades?
have a 3 hard, but it's white.
So you 1 slight here, and
And then
then
you
you
boost.
2 hard. You can't boost. It's not Vader.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Someone's addicted to Vader.
Yeah.
So you 1 slight here, and then the following turn you 2 hard around the rock. The issue is that if Miranda 2 hards 3 straights, she can just arc dodge you with Zyrtic.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or arc dodge Zyrtic, and then Zyrtic just kind of sits there for a while. Spends a focus, 2 hits onto A-Wing. A-Wing's all tanked up though, so... Opportunist? From Mauler. There you go. Reduces agility by 1. It's not...
What?
That's on
Oh.
Miranda.
That's a Miranda.
Ah, okay. I
Okay.
was like, that's not the right upgrade card. Opportunist is more damage. Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
I'm just confused. Range 1. From Mr. Dark.
1 of
1
8.
evade, yep.
He gets it.
Looks good. Now,
Alright, so you have Gundart looking down, chasing the A-Wing. Which is fine. So now, then you just have Mauler and Zurich go for Miranda.
Zero can't really go for Miranda from this position, though.
Yeah.
If he wants to get rid of the stress, he has to do a 1 slight or 2 slight. And then he's still not relevant, because Miranda does a 1 slight here, stays behind a rock against Mauler, and can TLT to her heart's content. And regen shields, possibly take 1 hit, maybe 2.
You know what? Maybe have a 1. What is that?
He's doing a 1 hard towards the end of the map. I don't think he's... I think he was not playing around the boost from the A-Wing.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know, a barrel roll will get him back in.
Yeah.
And Mauler could just 2 hard back down.
It's true.
Yeah.
Try to commit to the A-Wing.
Yeah. And also, if, you know, Miranda does the 1 slide or whatever, maybe she won't get a shot there.
Mm-hmm.
1 flight relief stress.
And then, yeah,
Take an evade
he's away from
for
everyone.
juke.
He's not going to be shooting, though. I almost like barrel rolling towards his side of the board. And then following turn, he can 2 or 3 hard and have a much wider arc to shoot Miranda. Makes Miranda arc dodging a lot harder.
Yeah.
And there's no way Miranda's going to get a shot on Zyrtic if he barrel rolls back like that this round.
Yep. Looks like he is committing the 2 TIE fighters to
Yeah.
the A-Wing.
Which I like a lot. He did, like, there's a possibility of being at range 3. Not range 3. Out of range of Miranda.
Mm-hmm. Now Miranda goes
1 slight too hard or something.
2 hard.
Too hard.
That means Miranda.
Now
can
Miranda
be-
might have a shot on
Yes.
Zyrtic now.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
if you
maybe
do
that
barrel
barrel
roll.
was better here.
This is kind of tough because if you have that range 3 against Mauler, then, you know, you go for Mauler.
Yeah,
Despite
get,
being
get Mauler off the board, and
Yeah.
then A-Wing safe this turn, because number 2 definitely does not have arc. And it
And,
looks
yeah.
like he's in. Yep.
easy range 3.
Range 3 through a rock, though, so 4 evade
They're
dice
both
versus
they're
2.
both through a rock.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's still
But
Mauler.
go for the one without the evade token.
Yeah.
It's still
And
Mauler.
one with
one
1
life.
health.
Yeah, it's still Mauler.
You only have to
No
get
matter
lucky once. Well, you have got to focus.
what. He
Alright, regens a shield. Yep.
Alright.
2 versus 4. Alright. Just clearing up some... Wow.
Oh.
Whew.
Doesn't
What a
need the
beast.
focus. Brutal. Yeah, that the aggressive line there with Mauler that came back to bite him.
Yeah.
A-Wing,
But you
5
have
straight.
still have Zurich against Miranda, and I think Zurich can possibly turn this around.
It's
gonna be
possible.
hard,
It's
but
possible.
he needs his wingman.
Zyrtec just needs to live through Miranda's TLTs.
Yep.
Because he can outdamage her regen.
Oh yeah.
Go into range 1, which that's where he feels comfortable at.
Yep.
Same with Wing and Gun Dark.
Winged Gun Dark.
Winged.
Anyways,
Oh my
so
god.
I'm gonna go and barrel roll forward and to the right.
Forward, interesting. I would have
Barreled
barreled
back.
back. Yeah.
Mhm.
Open your arc up more.
Yep.
Because where he's at now, he has a shot on Miranda, but Miranda still has to move.
Yes.
All right, too hard. Now Miranda could easily do a 3 straight out of all arcs with the slam, but
One
instead one
straight.
straight.
Interesting.
So jousting the juking, accuracy correcting TIE fighter or
Yeah.
TIE advance.
And I think that's range 1, too.
I think it's ranged. It might be,
Yeah.
but
That's
it
close.
Looks like it.
I think
Range
it
1.
is.
And then TLT, but he could. I would
You
just
know what?
TLT winged though. Just put 2 damage on him and get him off the board.
You could do that, or this is gonna be risky. Take out a shield and range 1 on Zerk.
Without a target lock, he got lucky with it once already. I don't
Yeah.
know if I only really like doing that when I have the target lock,
Mm.
or if there's no evade tokens or any modification, and I'm just hoping my red dice are going to be better than green, which they normally are. So he's going to go ahead and TLT on
Regen a
to
shield.
Mr. Gundark. Looks like we've got a focus and a hit. Nothing. Evaded. So he's saving his focus for the second TLT shot. Oh no, he just took a range 1 primary,
From
regen a shield from it.
yeah,
Ah.
so no TLT.
Interesting. I would have just TLT'd and tried to get winged off the board, but maybe he's...
Oh no! Sorry, this was when they figured out Zyrtic's ability, and so this attack had the wrong number of dice, and so they're
right.
about to
It's
redo.
one less.
They're
Right.
about to redo the attack right here.
Right, okay.
Yep.
So he does not have... she only gets 2 dice at range 1, so regens a shield.
So
But
it's
then
one
took
dice.
one-
It's 1 dice with Zyrtic's ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Range 1.
Then you got 3 attack dice. It's like going to be at least 2 hits. Well,
And it's just 2 hits.
2 hits. Takes 2.
And Juke.
No
If
need.
needed.
No need for juke.
Well, Juke, Miranda spends focus for the evade.
Ah.
That's true.
That's right. It's not. It's not
It's not Omega. The flagship for Juke, Omega Leader. No, this is just value Juke on Zyrtic. Alright, too hard? Yep. Most likely boost in, try to target lock something maybe.
Yep.
Because A-Wing won't get a shot this round, but getting a target lock and saving it for a rainy day is always really good.
Yep. He probably has a shot in Zyrtic. Just
Well, Zyrtic's got to move still.
oh yeah.
With
that's right.
Zyrtic,
Push the limit, go ahead and get the lock on Zyrtic.
What would you do with Zyrtic?
4K.
Would
Yeah.
4K fit?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then, yep.
We got a one
One
hard.
I like that. Miranda
Yeah.
has to either go towards the top of the map, go past winged, or go a barrel. Oh no, just token up. Looks good.
Would you focus or right there?
I would focus.
Mm.
Try to guarantee damage through.
Okay.
That being said, it depends on where Miranda goes. What's the best thing? But I like focus. Also, on defense, it has a likelihood of modifying more of your dice than one evade does.
Yeah.
So while it still only protects you against 1 health, it protects you if you roll multiple eyeballs.
Mm.
Alright. So, Miranda's coming in, doing 3 straight. Now, does she slam out of range? Or does she just stay there and TLT? I think she stays there, focuses, it looks like no rock on winged.
Yep. I don't think there's rock either.
So regenerate shield and then TLT again.
Taking two hits.
I
Guaranteed 2 damage.
I'd rather do the slam because you have 2 guns at you.
That's true.
Hmm.
And one of them is guaranteed 2 damage.
Yep, slam.
Unless you took the focus. It's not
Yeah.
guaranteed 2 damage.
That's true.
And
Yeah, but slam, how about just take no damage?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Enter,
good.
enter the fight one, you have your A-wing in there. 2
Yeah.
2 on 2.
Yeah,
not
okay,
2
I
on
like
1.
that.
Yep. No, check for range. Nothing.
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 Back to dice.
Actually, this is close. That's
ooh,
close.
no shot.
Okay.
It was close though.
And then the A-wing, just go up a little bit.
Either too straight or too slight. Yeah.
I too slight here just because I think the straight would put you a little bit too close to the rock to make your next turn's movements any good.
Hmm. Well, he can then. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah.
But it all depends on what the TIE Fighter does and
Yeah.
the TIE Advance does or something.
Oh, turn it into the A-wing.
Hey.
All right. So now the too slight looks real good. Ignore what I said. Well, actually, he shoots last. So if TIE Advanced comes in and puts 2 guns on the A-wing could just pop here.
Yeah.
But he's committing to Miranda.
The thing that made it super awkward is that rock.
Just do a 1 slight.
Yeah.
1 slight evade.
One slight evade because you have auto or accuracy corrector.
Yep.
Yeah.
And juke, and you want the evade for juke.
Yes.
And he couldn't have gotten the juke in last turn because he K-turned.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, right.
Too hard, probably. Too hard up.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
And I almost like even slamming.
Yeah.
Just too hard slam again.
And then just have the A-wing and wing
Mhm.
attack each other.
He might actually have a shot on Zyrtec to the A-wing. It looks pretty close.
It's very close. I think it's just out.
I'm leaning towards out, but it's possible that it's just a weird angle.
Yeah. Slam or focus.
Slamming.
Yep.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably the better move here.
Yeah, just avoid damage.
Yeah.
Why you don't need to regen when you're not getting shot at. Yeah. Oh, that's way out. Weird angle.
Range
Range 1 for sure.
Yep.
And that is wing ding, so a hit turns into a crit.
Alright.
Oh, he's
Is
got
that
focus.
focus?
Yeah, spends the focus, so hit crit.
Hit crit.
Hit, and then hit, or hit crit.
Hit into hit
and
crit.
then, into hit crit. Can't talk.
3 evade dice, he has 1 evade token.
And
Spends the
Spend
evade.
1 token.
Evade.
Spend 1 token. Yep.
Beautiful. Now let's see if
and
he...
return fire.
Yes.
3 dice with a focus. Focus!
Focus. 4-3.
Ding, ding, ding. And 2
Two
evade
evades,
takes
one
1.
damage.
1. And he lives at 1.
Looks good. So now, no matter who Miranda shoots at, it's going to take either 2 shots or waste half a shot.
Right.
So, but time is called in the round. This is the last round. Currently, that gives the favor to Chris's. It's in Chris's favor.
Yeah.
Because he
He
has
only
more
lost
points left.
40, and Shawn lost
56.
56.
So
Evade. Maybe a boost?
boost to get into range 3.
Yeah.
Turn on auto thrusters.
Yep. And he get us far away with Miranda as well, depending on where
Yeah.
Shawn goes.
And then you can yeah.
Yeah,
But maybe they didn't realize how close it was to the end of time, and they did not play around just
Yeah.
surviving.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
All right, boosts away, evades. 3 hard. This is pretty easy to fly around with Miranda.
Yep.
And then
Changing targets.
I would think that he would likely barrel roll with Wing Gun Dark. Yep.
And then
K-turn with
Zurich.
Zyrtec.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I would have barreled back up against the rock.
Yeah, open up your arc a lot.
Yeah.
Well, probably not a lot, just a little.
A lot. Well, yeah. A millimeter is all it takes not to hit something.
Right.
You know, so it
In
could
the case
matter
of-
a lot, or it could matter not at all. Yep. Get stressed. Accuracy corrector. I bet if he attacks, he'll get 2 hits.
No, let's see what Miranda did. 3.
3 straight into a 3 slate slam seems really
Yeah.
strong here.
Yes.
So, yeah, Chris is just playing the I'm going to avoid your shots turn and hopefully win on points. Now, if he sees the slam here,
Right.
yeah, he sees it.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
And that right there is the game.
Zertic might have a shot on something.
Yeah, but then Zertic on
looks
Miranda
like-
will not kill her. Unless
That's true. That's true. And
The only way you
nothing.
can kill her is, what? Double crits?
Yep. And so we do have it. Christopher Lott at 56 points to Shawn Bankson's 40 points. Very close game, down to the wire.
Now, if the time kept on going, who had the advantage? Who could take this game?
Christopher. 100% Christopher.
Christopher, yep.
Unless the dice went completely cold for him and the dice went really hot for the Imperial player, Christopher's game to lose. Miranda with 1 shield and 3 hull and 1 ship at and Mauler was at 1.
Mauler was
or
at
Wing
1.
does at 1.
The Wing does, yeah.
Wing was at 1. That's 1 TLT shot. It's dead, and then
Yeah.
you just have to. You have an A-wing and Miranda versus. It would have been really hard for Chris to lose that one.
Shawn needed to not split his damage the way he did.
Yeah.
And he needed to capitalize when Miranda...
Slammed away.
No, when Miranda...
The
Right.
turn after Poe died,
Yeah.
Miranda
Yeah.
was
Oh, yeah,
very
yeah.
vulnerable. Had only 1 shield from that turn.
Yep.
He needed to just jump on her
Yeah.
and kill her dead.
Yep.
Because the A-wing was just going to sit there, maybe get a couple hits here or there.
Just
But-
be annoying, but,
yeah.
you know.
That's the thing about Miranda that I've learned. Flying her and flying against her, if you see that opportunity, you have to recognize it, of course, but if you see it, you have to take it.
Yeah.
Because she can just come back from that so easily. Thank you, Christopher and Shawn, for playing. It's always great to see new players.
And thank you so much, Endgame, for hosting the Store Championship.
And thank you all for watching and supporting us. If you like our content, stay tuned for more. Our links to Facebook and Twitter can be found below. And don't forget,
Fly loose!